hear me nicely and also see everything clearly. All right, so shall we start? Everyone's ready? Yeah. Okay. Welcome, Charlie. Okay. It's good to hear you guys. This is nice. Okay. All right, now let's focus. So do you guys have the math book and pens in front of you? Okay, you actually need a math book. Yes, that's good. Okay, so this is what we did yesterday. Yesterday, we actually learned about expanding brackets, right? And today, what we're going to do is called factorizing. And there's a reason why it's called factorize. So let's just quickly recap what we did yesterday. So yesterday, we have a bracket, something multiplied by bracket, and we expand it. So that will give us 2x plus 6. You're going from this side to the right-hand side. So at the end, the result has no brackets at all. So that is called expanding. And today, what we're going to do is we're going backwards. So we're going from the terms, the expression that has no bracket, and then going back to the original side, okay, that has a bracket. Okay, is everyone getting what I'm talking about? Okay. All good? But I can see you, Charlie. I see your. Yeah, good. Okay, so let's have a look at the first example. So the first example is 10x plus 15. And the question will be very straightforward. It will ask you to factorize this expression. And why is it called factorize? Because it's something to do with factors. Okay, so factors. Is everything all right? Yeah. Okay, so now let's have a look. Oh, okay, some people are coming in. Let me click OK. All good. So then, so let's have a look at the first example. Now, first example, you need to think about the factors of every single term. So when I'm looking at 10x, that means 10 times x. I also need to think about factors of 10. Okay, so then I can think of 2 times 5 is 10, right? So 2 and 5 are the factors. So I'm going to write 2 times 5 times x. So these are the factors of 10x. What are the things multiplied together will give me 10x? So basically, that's the question. And you're going to copy whatever the sign here is. So that's plus. So write plus here. And think about factors of 15. So what I can do is I can easily think about 3 times 5. So just write down whatever number that comes into your head. So 3 times 5 will give me 15. Now the next job that you need to find is what are the common factors? So can you see any common factors here? 5. Good job. So you are going to underline 5. Now what you're going to do next is we say that you're going to take the common factor out. So you're going to take that common factor out. You only write it once. Okay? You only write it once. You don't write it twice just because you see it twice. And then you're going to put a bracket on. You put the brackets on, and you're going to put, okay, so if you take the 5 out from the first term, what is left? 2x, right? So you're going to write 2x. That's what's left after you're taking the 5 out. And you're going to carry the sign, which is a plus, that's written here. Okay, you'll carry on with the sign. You just copy this down. And then from the second part, if you take the 5 out, what's left? 3. Good job. That's how you factorize it. And this one is the final answer. Okay? How do you check whether you are correct or not? You can actually expand it again. If you expand it, okay, so if you expand it, you will get 5 times 2x. Remember yesterday I mentioned about eyebrow. So 5 times by 2x and plus 5 times by 3. So that will give us 10x plus 15, which is exactly same as the question that we started. That's how you check your answer is correct or not. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually write a few more questions and we'll go through these questions again. Factorize is probably something that a lot of students find it quite difficult, but I think if you learn properly from the beginning and then just really show all the working, then you should be fine. Now let's have a look at the second example here. I have 12a take away 8. Yep. Here so you can see. So 12a take away 8. Again, you need to think about what are the factors will make 12a and what are the factors will make 8. And you need to write things down. So I can think of 12. 3 times 4 is 12. So I write 3 times 4 times by 8. And then you write down the negative sign as it is. And I can think of 2 times 4 will give me 8. So I write 2 times 4 equal to 8. Now, again, okay, what do I need to do from here? I found all the factors of each term. Now, can you see any common factor? 4. Good job. You're going to underline the common factor first, and then you're going to take that common factor out. You write that 4 outside. So you're saying that this is a common factor, and then put the brackets on, and then make sure that you have a decent space. Okay. Now, if you take the 4 out, what's left from the first term? 3 times 8, or we can write it as 3a. Okay, now I have a minus. I still put the minus down. And if I take the 4 out, what's left? Is it 2? Good. Okay, so therefore, 3a take away 2 will be in the bracket. So inside the bracket is whatever is after you take the common factor out. Okay, sorry, my little ones are here, so that's why you can see her face. And I got mine. Another one as well. Okay, you guys can go down now. Okay? No. Yeah, we need to have a lovely lesson. No. Thank you. I love you. Okay. Now. Bye bye. Good job. Yeah, bye bye. Say bye bye. So now, can you please try this question by yourself? 2x plus 6. You're going to factorize it. So which means it needs to be in the bracket format. Okay, do you guys get the answer? Okay, so I'm going to write my working here. You're going to list all the factors. So the first one is 2 times x, and then plus the second one is 2 times 3. And then I can see the common factor is 2. So I take 2 out and put the brackets on. If I take the 2 out from the first term, I will only have x left, and I have plus sign left as well. And then if I take the 2 out from the second term, I will have 3 left. So the answer should be 2 bracket x plus 3. Okay, so sorry. It looks like my kids are getting crazy now. Okay. Now, simply try to do this question here, which is 3p plus 9. When you're going to do that, I'm going to erase the left-hand side. I'm going to write some more questions on the left-hand side. Okay, make sure that all of you have the math notebook with you and you just write things down. All right, so I wrote another 2 questions on the left-hand side as well. So you can have a look. Okay, have you done this question here? 3t plus 9? Okay, good. So 3t plus 9, I'm going to write my working here. I'm going to show the factors of 3t with 3 times t, and plus 9 is 3 times 3. And I can see one set of common factor, which is 3 and 3 here. You only do it once at a time, okay? So now the next one is I can take the common factor out, so which is 3, whatever I underlined. And then if I take the 3 out, I will have t left from the first one, and I also have the plus sign. If I take the 3 out from the second one, I still have another 3 left. So that's why I need to leave that 3 in the bracket. Okay, this is very important. And when I expand it, they'll give me back whatever the question is. That's how I check my working. Okay. All right, is everyone getting this? Good. So just let me know if you have any questions. Just keep asking questions as well. Now let's have a look at the next question together. Question 2 here on the left-hand side. So I got 5a take away 15. The approach is exactly the same. So there will be, I write the factors of 5a, so which is 5 times a, and take away, I have 5 times by 3. I know 15 is 5 times 3. All right, kids, can you please listen? Thank you. Okay, so now what we can see is we got the common factor 5 from both terms, and I can take the common factor 5 out and put the brackets, make sure you have decent space in it. If I take the 5 out, a is left, and then I have minus sign here as well, and I have 3 left. So the answer should be 5 times by bracket a take away 3. Okay, all good so far? Now let's have a look at, can I move on to the next one, or is it too fast? Is it good pace? Okay. Now let's have a look at the next one. Now suddenly I give you 3 terms instead of 2 terms, but the method is exactly the same. Okay. So the method will be still you're thinking about for each individual term, what are the factors, and you're going to write things up. So for A, I can think about, so just observe first, this is 4, this is 8, this is 12. So everything actually can be divided by 4. So I will start with this. So 4 times A will give me 4A. And the 8 is 4 times by 2 times by B. And then I take away 12 is 4 times by 3. So what is the common factor you can see here? 4. Well done. So that means I have a set of 4, and I can take the common factor out and put the brackets on, and then I'm going to put whatever's left in the bracket. So therefore, inside the bracket, I have A plus 2B and take away, and obviously the last term has 3 left. So this should be the final answer after you factorize it. Okay. Any questions so far? No, all good? Okay, so now let's have a look at another example. I have 10p take away 15q and plus 5. Now, can you please try this question by yourself? Okay, so I got a question 10p take away 15q plus 5. Let's try it by yourself first. Okay, make sure that every single term needs to be written in a way it has to be factor times factor. Okay, did you guys get the answer for this? Okay, so this is what I did. I just write it in the factor format first. So I got 5 times 2p, take away 3 times 5 times q, plus 5 times 1. The last one, I can't think of any other numbers. I can only think about two numbers multiplied together will give me 5. So that's why I write it as 5 times by 1. Okay, now I can see the common factor is 5. So I'm going to underline it. And that means I got a set of common factor 5, put the brackets on, and therefore you have 2p left. Take away 3q and plus this 1. Okay? Yay, good job. Okay, now let's try the next question, question 5 here. And I'm going to write a few more questions on the left-hand side. And I think you guys should be good at factorizing it. Okay? Okay, I'm going to increase the difficulty level a little bit. Okay. Thank you for sharing with us. Okay, let's have a look. Question 5. How many of you finished question 5? Okay, you keep doing it. I will do my working. Don't look at my working. If you finish, that means you can do the left hand side, question 6 and 7. Gentlemen, focus. Okay, so if you look at it, what I have done here is I write it everything in a factor format. So we got 3 times 4r plus 3 times 5 times s, and here was 3 times 3. And I underline the common factors that I can see. You can only count it once at a time for each term. Okay. So therefore, I can take the common factor 3 out, put the brackets on. So I have 4r and a plus sign, 5s, and then take away 3 left, and then these are the one that in the bracket. Okay, everyone understand this? Question 5? Good. Okay, how many of you have done question 6? Are you doing the question 6 at the moment? Okay, so you're going to do question 6. I'm going to write a few more questions on the right hand side. I'm going to erase the right hand side. Okay, gentlemen, make sure that you're doing the question 6 and 7. Thank you so much. Okay, now let's have a look at the question 6 together. So question 6, we are going to write every term in the format of the factors. So just observe first, you've got 10, 18, and 14. Everything can be divided by 2. Yep. So I can write 5 times 2 times A plus 2 times by 9, take away 2 times by 7 times by B, and that will get me. So the common factor that I can see here will be 2, 2, 2. Make sure that you count it once only for each term. So if I take the 2 out, I have 5A left, and then plus, I have 9 left, I have minus, and I have 7B left. So these are the ones that should go into the bracket. Okay, how many of you actually have done the question 7? Okay, so one person here. Okay. All right, I give you a bit of time. And for those of you who finished question 7, I know maybe one person finished or 2 people. So have a look at question 8. So question 8, think about factors. All right. So remember in the previous lesson, I said that 2 and with a bracket, that actually means 2 times by bracket. So in fact, it's already in a factor form. It's already in a factor form. It's 2 times by this bracket. And the second one is 8 times by this bracket. So you can see the bracket as one whole object. Okay. Now, shall we have a look at question 7 together? Okay. Now, question 7, suddenly I can see lots of powers here, but we just use whatever knowledge that we actually learned before. So 2x cubed is actually same as 2 times by x appear how many times? 3 times. So it's times by x, times by x, times by x. And then you can continue 2x squared. X squared means x appear twice. So this is actually 2 times by x times by x. And then plus 4x, which is 2 times 2 times by x. Okay, now let's just pay attention. We're going to underline all the common factors. So I have 2, only one at a time for each term. So 2, 1, 2 from here, and then 2 from the second term, and then 2 from the third one. Now, are there any other common factors you can see here? You can see x as well, right? So I'm going to use a different line. So I'm going to say x, and then x. Can you see that? All 3 terms has x, but I can only count it once for each term. So x from the first term, x from the second term, and then another x from the third term. Now I think I already counted everything. So now I'm going to take the common factor out, which is 2x. 2 times x. And I'm going to put the brackets on. If I take the 2x out from the first term, what's left? X times by x, right? Everyone agree? So x times x will be x squared. Yep. So I just want to make sure that you guys are following here. So I'm going to say that this x times by x is the x squared here. And then you have the plus sign left. And you also have another x left. So I put x behind it. And then you have another plus sign here. You just need to do everything in order. Okay, so that you're not missing anything out. And then you have this 2 left here. So what you should have is 2x times by the entire bracket. And then inside the bracket, you will get x squared plus x plus 2. Okay, I think this is probably the tricky one when it comes to doing this kind of things. Just too many letters, too many powers. So let's quickly look at Now let's quickly have a look at question 8 and question 9. Now, question 8, don't be tricked by the question itself. This is actually same as 2 times by this bracket. And the second one is same as 8 times by a bracket. Now, these brackets look alike. Do they look alike? Do they look exactly the same? So they both are x plus 1, x plus 1, right? So that tells me what is the common factor? That's right. So the common factor is that whole entire bracket. So x plus 1 is the common factor. And then you're going to put the brackets on behind it. So if you take the bracket out, what's left from first one? 2. And then you have this sign plus. And then you have another one, which is A. Now you're finished. So you're finished factorizing this one here. Now this is slightly tricky, slightly different from other questions, but it's actually not that hard. It just requires your eyes to recognize the common factor. Now let's have a look at one more example like this. And this is going to be the last question of the day. So this is same as r times by bracket plus 4 times by y plus 5. What is the common factor? Is the factor. So that means I can take that common factor out first, make sure that you have the bracket with it, and then you put the brackets behind it. So if I take the y plus 5 out, what's left for the first one? R, and then plus 4. Now, when you factorize this expression, this will be the answer. Okay, does everyone understand what we're doing here? I know that a few of you only join it later, but that's totally fine because I put the laptop on the right-hand side of me, so that actually I'm recording this one, so I'm gonna put it on the YouTube. I think it's already on the YouTube because I'm doing the live recording here. Okay. Now this is what I want you to do. So I'm gonna put the homework on the Google Classroom. So you're going to practice whatever we learned today and tomorrow. All right. So tomorrow we are going to do another live lesson, which is talking about the powers and the roots. And I think we pretty much finished covering the algebraic expression part, but I still didn't really go through the wordy problems. So I want to go through the wordy problems with you guys as well. But for today, it's only this. I want you to nail this part because this is very, very important. All good? All right. Yes. It's in the book, the algebraic booklet. So I'm going to give you the instruction on what page, what questions to do. So you don't have to do more than that. Yep, I don't want you to overload yourself. It's already afternoon, so I hope that you guys are okay. Yep. Okay, thank you, gentlemen. Have a lovely day. Thank you.